should have been a clue that anyone that inspires that level of crazy probably shouldn't have gotten out of the dating phase.
When they was busy partying with the Martins, then they switched over from the Martins to Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez, and then the kiss happened on Hawthorne, her show got canceled, Mark and Jennifer broke up, all of this was going on. Like, all of these motherfuckers be doing all of this wild shit. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers, energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking and young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking about Boosie. Maybe you suspicious of him because of the shit that's happening in your house. Out of here.
I failed big, and I failed very publicly, and I failed at marriage.
We decided together, because I think I said one time when we was in Miami, I said something about it being my house that I paid for. My wife looked at me, she was like, you will never say that to me again when it's something that we share. And so my wife was like, that when we moved to LA, I got half on it. You will never say my house again.
Wow.
They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers, energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house.
Listen, Miss Jaguar Wright is always gonna spill some tea. I mean, always.
Gabrielle Union appears to be gearing up for a big reveal, and the latest updates are shaking up her relationship with Dwyane Wade. Recently, there's been a lot of chatter about their marriage, and it seems like Gabrielle is finally revealing the truth behind their split. According to insiders, their marriage fell apart because Dwyane was reportedly involved with not just women, but also men, and Gabrielle is apparently tired of hiding the truth. Over time, the public has speculated about Dwyane's sexuality and alleged cheating, but Gabrielle has remained silent until now. But it seems like she's finally ready to speak out and expose what really went down in their relationship. The rumors of Dwyane Wade's infidelities have been circulating for years. It was known early on in their relationship that he had been unfaithful even before he and Gabrielle became a couple. One of his former lovers opened up years ago, revealing that while Dwyane was great in bed, she didn't take him seriously. She mentioned that he would fly women in for brief affairs, and their relationship was far from the ideal couple's image that they tried to project to the media. She added that Gabrielle either knew about his numerous relationships or was pretending not to know, which, according to her, didn't seem very believable. Dwyane Wade's affairs with women were bad enough, but the rumors about him being secretly involved with men have been just as persistent. Although these rumors have circulated for quite a while, the topic has often been ignored or dismissed by the public. Before Gabrielle, Dwyane was married to someone else, and even after their breakup, he had a child with another woman. Despite everything, people still believed his secret was well hidden. Some fans speculated that Dwyane used women to cover up his true sexual identity, which made sense in light of his past relationships and actions. While it's possible that Dwyane had genuine feelings for some of the women he was with, many believe his priority was keeping his secret safe. A few years ago, when Gabrielle and Dwyane broke up, things got even more complicated. Dwyane ended up having a child with another woman during their split. And Gabrielle later admitted in an interview how devastated she was by the situation. She expressed the deep pain she felt, especially since the pregnancy happened when they weren't on good terms. Despite how hurt she was, Gabrielle opened up about her emotional recovery and therapy, but the public couldn't understand why she took Dwyane back after such a betrayal. There's now a new theory circulating among fans that Gabrielle may have forgiven Dwyane after discovering he was gay. According to this theory, when Gabrielle found out about his secret, Dwyane was able to convince her that it was all a misunderstanding, which led her to believe that he was straight. This could explain why they got back together so quickly and even decided to marry shortly after reconciling. Some fans even suspect that Dwyane may have had the child with the other woman on purpose, using it as a way to convince Gabrielle of his heterosexuality. The timing of the pregnancy has raised many eyebrows, and fans are now starting to question the real reason behind Dwyane's actions. What's also strange is the lack of acknowledgement for the child he had with the other woman, Xavier. Despite being a loving father to his other children, Dwyane has never really acknowledged Xavier publicly. Many find this curious, especially since Dwyane is so vocal about his support for his other children, including his daughter Zaya, who is a transgender teen. Dwyane has shown immense support for Zaya, even fighting for her right to express herself freely, including going to court with his ex-wife to ensure Zaya's rights were protected. But when it comes to Xavier, there's little to no mention of him. Some people speculate that Dwyane may have a strained relationship with Xavier's mother, but that doesn't hold up, since he and Xavier's mom were close friends before they had a child together. Even more confusing is the fact that Dwyane has a complex relationship with his first wife, Siobhan Funches, and their 2 children, yet he still supports them fully. People now believe that Gabrielle was aware of Dwyane's secrets but chose to stay with him after the baby came along. There's a growing belief that the birth of the child might have been an attempt to convince Gabrielle that Dwyane was straight and that everything was fine. Fans wonder if Dwyane was hoping the baby would help secure Gabrielle's trust and commitment to him once again. Some fans even believe that the quick marriage after their reunion was an effort to lock Gabrielle down before she had a chance to rethink her decision. For years, Gabrielle and Dwyane were seen as a perfect example of Hollywood's black love story. They seemed like the perfect couple, successful, good-looking, and deeply in love. But now, looking back, it seems that things were far from perfect behind the scenes. One major point that raised questions about their relationship was when Gabrielle mentioned in an interview that they split their bills 50/50. This statement made a lot of people scratch their heads because at the time, Dwyane was worth much more than Gabrielle. While Gabrielle's net worth is estimated at $40 million, Dwyane's fortune is around $170 million, making him over 4 times wealthier than her. People couldn't understand why they would split their finances down the middle when Dwyane had so much more money. However, the real shock came when it was revealed that Gabrielle was actually the one who pushed for the 50/50 split. Apparently, this decision came after a heated argument, and Dwyane had made a comment that didn't sit well with her. In the end, it's clear that Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade's relationship has been complicated from the start. There have been secrets, betrayals, and painful moments that have all led to where they are today. As Gabrielle starts to share more about her experiences, it seems like the public may finally learn the truth behind their troubled marriage and split. The road to this revelation has been a long one, but it's clear that Gabrielle is no longer willing to protect Dwyane's secrets, and the drama surrounding their relationship will continue to unfold for the public to see. There's been a lot of buzz about Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade lately, and it looks like the truth about their relationship is finally coming to light. Fans had been wondering if Dwyane's behavior, including the rumors about him being gay, had something to do with the end of their marriage. It turns out that Gabrielle may have had doubts about him from the start, which led her to take steps to protect herself financially. She was very clear about this when she discussed the prenup in an interview, saying that the biggest difference between this marriage and her last one was the fact that she insisted on having a prenup. Gabrielle made it clear that she was going into the relationship with her own assets and wanted to make sure her finances stayed separate from Dwyane's. She explained that when you have your own money, you don't need to worry about someone else's. She also mentioned that she had never seen Dwyane balance a checkbook, which was her way of saying she needed to protect her own financial interests. While many people understand the importance of a prenup, Gabrielle's strong words about the issue raised some eyebrows. It seemed a little strange, but it wasn't anything compared to what happened next. The real shock came when a woman named Jaguar Wright, known for spilling tea, shared more details about Dwyane's alleged secret life. She claimed that Dwyane would often host gay pool parties at his house. She went on to suggest that Dwyane was keeping his true sexual identity hidden, which added more fuel to the fire for fans who already suspected that he was gay. This story got a lot of attention and made many people believe that there was more to Dwyane's relationships than he was letting on. As if things couldn't get any more complicated, another gossip blog shared more details about Dwyane's actions. The blog reported that Dwyane was spotted getting close to a woman, speaking to her intimately for over 2 hours. Gabrielle, according to the blog, was deeply hurt by this and decided to reconsider their marriage. Fans were quick to notice that Gabrielle had been sharing more posts on social media, especially focusing on her daughter. One post read, "I'd do anything for her peace," which seemed to hint at the strain in her marriage. It was clear that Gabrielle wasn't posting pictures with Dwyane anymore, only with their daughter, and this made fans even more suspicious about the state of their relationship. To add to the drama, some insiders began talking about how Dwyane had been spotted with someone who wasn't a woman at all, but a male cross-dresser. According to these sources, Gabrielle knew that Dwyane had been seeing men again, and she was no longer willing to turn a blind eye. The insiders claimed that Gabrielle was so hurt by this betrayal that she had already started consulting divorce lawyers to figure out how to approach the situation. She was reportedly disgusted by the idea of being used as a beard to cover up Dwyane's sexuality. Despite all this, the couple was still trying to maintain appearances for the sake of their daughter, and they kept up the image of a happy family in public. Yo kum son mom kay son onweds now bians, mi son teyo nel soblan. Fans couldn't help but notice that neither Gabrielle nor Dwyane were wearing their wedding rings anymore, which seemed like a clear sign that something was off. The gossip was everywhere, with people talking about how Gabrielle had been paying half the bills while Dwyane was allegedly still involved with men. Some fans even said that they didn't feel sorry for Gabrielle because she chose to be with him despite his history of infidelity. Others expressed disbelief that Dwyane was gay, with some saying they weren't surprised given his past actions. The drama surrounding their relationship got even more intense when some people started bringing up Gabrielle's role in Dwyane's first marriage. Many fans pointed out that Gabrielle had been involved with Dwyane while he was still married to his first wife, Ciel von Funches, which eventually led to their divorce. Some people said that Gabrielle was getting what she deserved, claiming that karma was coming back to her. They believed that Dwyane was still cheating just as he had done with his first wife, and that now Gabrielle was the one dealing with the consequences of being in a relationship with a man who wasn't faithful. Now that more details are emerging, people are wondering what Gabrielle will do next. Will she leave Dwyane? Or will she try to work things out again? Fans are divided on the situation. Some think Gabrielle is strong enough to walk away from the marriage, while others believe she might end up forgiving him once again. With all the drama and revelations that have surfaced, it's hard to say what will happen next in their relationship. One thing is for sure though, this saga is far from over, and people are keeping a close eye on how it unfolds. What do you think Gabrielle will do? Do you believe she'll finally leave Dwyane for good, or is she just going to continue accepting his actions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's see where this story goes from here.